Alright, at this point they want us to simplify the expression by combining like terms. And regarding like terms, I'll just give you a quick example. Like terms have the same variable and exponent. I'll get this out of here now. Right now you really don't have to worry about the exponent too much. That'll come up more in the next math course. But for instance, the same variable, if you had 3x, 7y, 8x, and let's say plus 2, positive 2. The only two like terms that you have here are your 3x and your negative 8x. Alright, so I can put these two together. When you combine like terms, you keep the variable, so the x is, we just keep that, and you add or subtract the coefficient. That's the number in front of the variable. Okay, the coefficients are what we add or subtract. So positive 3, negative 8 yields a negative 5. Alright, so we've taken care of that one, we've taken care of that one. And all we're going to do is bring down this 7y and this 2, because we can't combine them. Okay, so this would be simplified by combining like terms. So for the specific ones that we're given here, you have to be aware this is another one of those points with math shorthand. Okay. Well, let's put this here. This x, this positive x, it's actually, there's a 1 in front of that x, and you just have to understand that it's there. Okay. It would be inefficient to always require people to write that. So this is something. Again, the math shorthand is very efficient, but it can be a bit difficult to get a handle on it sometimes. So I can combine all three of these terms. I have a positive 3, a negative 7, a positive 1 to worry about. So I'm going to have x, and now I just need to figure out the coefficient for the x. Okay, so we have, again, what we're really looking at is, alright, so this would be negative 4, and that would be negative 3. So that's what we have, negative 3x. Okay. Let's take a look at another one. Perhaps on let's see, where do they go? 52. Okay, we'll take a look at 55 and then 59, okay? So for number 55, you first have to get rid of these parentheses here, okay? And to do that, according to order of operations, you're supposed to do what's inside parentheses first. But you probably notice you can't combine what's inside parentheses. Sorry, I'm trying to get this organized a little better. You can't combine the 7a and the 2 because they're not like terms. This doesn't have a variable of a. So I need to get rid of these parentheses. I'm going to send in the negative 9. Again, this is where some of the payoff. Just get used to seeing that that's the sign of the number. Negative 9 times positive 7. That's negative 63, and the variable just comes along. Negative 9 times a positive 2 is negative 18, and that's all you can do. You can't combine these two terms. Okay, so that would be it for 55. 59 is a little bit more involved, so we'll take a look at that one. Again, if I could combine what was in parentheses, I would, but I can't combine these x's yet. They're still held inside parentheses. All right. So to get rid of the parentheses, whatever's in front. This is math shorthand for multiply, so this is 2 times anything that's in here. So we'll send the 2 to the 7 as well as the negative 1. Alright, that'll give us 14x, and 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Alright, and this negative 6, we're going to send that in to each term. Okay, and again, this is some of the payoff. Just get used to seeing that as the sign of the number is the negative 6. Negative 6 times x, remember there's a 1 sitting in front of that x, ever so invisible, and you multiply the coefficients here. So negative 6 times 1 is positive 1 is negative 6, and the x just comes along. Negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18. And now we will combine like terms. We have a positive 14x. We have a negative 6x. So when we put them together, we're left with 8x. Okay? And then the other two like terms are the negative 2, the positive 18. When we put them together, we get positive 16. So this is our solution, 8x plus 16. And I think that's going to be all for those.